Seroptimus International. They are a women's organization that supports women. In fact, they are the largest women's organization in the world. They asked me to come and speak at an event, and my mother came with me. And while I was talking about on the podium what had happened to me and where I am in my life now, I got finished and my mother says to me, Aziza, why are you smiling when you talk about these things? And I'm like, well, what are you talking about? I wasn't smiling. She's like, yeah, you know, you're talking about you being molested and being raped, and you have a smile on your face. And I'm like, the only thing I could say to explain that is I am so happy and grateful to not be experiencing those things anymore. So my smiles and my energy is because I appreciate where I am today, knowing that there was a time that I dreaded waking up in the morning. I dreaded being woken up in the middle of the night. And, you know, I'm sending love and healing energy to any of the listeners that may be going through these things still, because I have been there and I know people who have been there and in some cases are still there. And it is distressing, it's painful, it's debilitating. It really just prevents you from being who you're meant to be. People that have been through things and have reached a certain level of healing, because we all know the old term, hurt people, and there are people who are going through things in their life, they are just miserable and they intend on spreading that misery to other people. So yeah, I'm not talking about those. I am speaking of the women and men and children and teenagers that have reached a certain level in their healing process where they can just be grateful for not being where they used to be. They can be happy for their progression and their successes where they are in their life now. And it puts a smile on your face, and you can't help but to share that joy. I'm just compelled. I mean, it just comes out naturally, like my appreciation for my family and my children, and for those who are helping and supporting, and fans and followers and everyone that just sends me positive energy. I am just so appreciative that I always have a smile on my face. So when those moments that I am talking about something serious, and yes, I break out in a smile because I'm thinking about where I used to be. And I cannot believe that I am here now on WZYE 95.9 FM with a radio show. And it's like when I was 17, 18, 19, 20, this was nowhere near in the cards. And it's like now I have graduated with 2 bachelor's degrees and I'm doing something that I love. So that's it. And I implore for everyone that has been through something, even if you have not fully healed, if you're out of the situation, if you're away from the situation, you have to appreciate where you are, where God has brought you, because that is the way you thank the Creator. When you can acknowledge that you used to be down in the dumps, you used to be getting your butt kicked, you used to be in pain on a constant basis, and you're not anymore. I mean, that in and of itself is just like, wow. You know, when you have really experienced, when you know what a bad day is, there is no such thing as a bad day anymore, because how much worse can things get? My daughter, I was dropping her to work this morning, and she said, you know, well, mommy, we are kind of on the bottom in certain ways. I guess now the only way is up. And while that may sound cliche, it really is a fact. Once you have hit the ground, the only way is up. So that's it for Aziza's rambling about stuff. I was in my zone. And as you can see, let's see, I ran The tears. But let's see, what are we saying here? What are y'all saying? Good morning, Freddie Love, writer, poet, and Siobhan Dobbs. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. Why I don't look straight at the audience? Let's see, to answer your question, I try to, but I'm in my thoughts. I'm focusing on air, right? So I'm looking at you now, but because I am broadcasting on the radio, I have to direct my energy to the broadcast, because essentially on this right here, I am not talking to anybody that I know of. So I look at the board and I talk. And yes, you are an audience, but I don't really consider my Instagram viewers an audience. I consider y'all like cohorts, y'all are here. I am like really up close and personal. Those people on the air, they didn't see me cry. Y'all did. So there's a different connection there. So I hope that, you can be a part of the process. I understand you want me to look directly at you, but as a group of people who I consider right here in the studio with me, you're gonna be looking at me from different angles. And sometimes I can't always make eye contact. That's all I'm saying.